everyone, and welcome to another edition of Chargers Chat. We've been gone for a while, but we're back here virtually, kind of a new setup. The guest today is Karsen Haag. She's a 2015 graduate of Southwest Tech. And Karsen, it looks like you're on the farm today. How are things going today?
So far, so good. Milk cows this morning, and we just came in for breakfast, and my dad's already gone into the field, and Cody's right after him. So
that's great.
It's going to be a busy day.
That's great. So tell me about your experience at Southwest Tech. I understand you're a 2015 graduate. You have quite a bit of experience at Southwest Tech. Tell me about that.
Yes. So my college experience had actually started at UW-Platteville. I went for the Agribusiness program at that point, and my second semester there, I had a car accident and just couldn't get back in the swing of things at Platteville, and found out about Southwest, which was not far, and took a tour with Jeff Dornick and loved it. It was exactly what I wanted. Hands-on, take whatever you learn at Southwest and bring it back to the farm you're coming back home to, the farm you're going to work on, exactly what I wanted to do. And so in 2013, I started at Southwest in the fall, did the whole year of dairy herd management, and then I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I like the cows. I love the finance part of it as well, so I kind of wanted to add on. So I went back for Agribusiness, science technologies, and I also incorporated accounting into that as well. So I was also a student ambassador my first and second year there, and that was a great opportunity to get my story out and promote Southwest, because if it wasn't for Southwest, I would probably never go back to school. I would have just gone home, and that wasn't an option. My parents were, you have to go do something off the farm for 5 years. So I worked at ABS Global in the livestock pavilions with the bulls. And then I also worked at Town Bank as an internship, and I also worked at John Deere Financial before coming home. So I had my financial experiences, and I had my livestock experiences, and now I kind of get to do both at home.
That's great, Karsen. Kind of tell me about your current situation. What's kind of the workload now, and what are you doing now, Karsen?
So currently, beginning of March, I came home full-time. I was part-time I left John Deere Financial in July, and I went to work for my fiance. He has a hay commodity brokerage company that he started in 2018, and he sells hay and straw, and we're getting into more commodities for ag in 2018, and we do hundreds of thousands of tons of hay and straw every year. So I went to work for him and do a lot of his marketing online on Facebook. And spring, this time, January to March are kind of his slow months because hay is not getting made yet. And so I was like, I need something else to do. And so I asked my parents if there was a good time, if there was the opportunity for me to come home full time. And in March, at that point, we didn't know what was going to go on with everything going on in the world. And so I came home March 1st. And so I've been here about a month and a half full time. And I do newborn babies, heifers. I milk cows morning and start milking at night. I also have a 2-year-old that keeps me pretty busy, especially now that I am working full time and don't have a babysitter. So he's with me every day. So yeah, we start milking at 5 in the morning. We get done about 7:30, and then we have, your odds and end jobs of now with being in the fields, but cleaning heifer pens and checking cows for pregnancies and hoof trimming, all of those And then nights we start about 4:30. I walk until about 5:30, and then I'll go home and spend time with my kid. I also do marketing for Kendall, which is my fiance, for him when he needs me to. So I still work part-time for him. And so I'm busy. I like being busy. It keeps me going.
Absolutely. So can you tell me a little bit, Karsen, your experience at Southwest Tech? How do you think that's all tied into your current work and kind of the work you've done over the years, Karsen? How has that helped?
So starting with the dairy herd management program, just from herd health, how cows should be doing their day-to-day life, what to look for problem cows, housing, stalling. Actually, the building you see behind me, I might turn the camera around. This building was built in 2013, and this building I designed in the dairy housing program class. We needed more heifer room, and I was like, I got the plan. Let's do it. So, I mean, I've taken everything back to the farm to help us overcome obstacles, how to make things easier on the farm. The accounting has definitely helped me when I went to Town Bank. I also went to John Deere Financial. You know, just having just the basic knowledge that I took there has helped me tremendously, and having that egg background really helped as well. Being an egg ambassador helped so much to boost my confidence, go out and tell my story, because someone else is going to tell it for you, and they don't know it more better than you.
Absolutely. And I know you mentioned the word obstacle. A lot of people are going through obstacles these days. Karsen, can you tell me about in the ag industry? I know a lot of people are hurting these days. How has your life changed? How has the ag industry changed in the last 3 or 4 months, Karsen?
For us as a family here, we're trying to stay as positive as we can. There are going to be struggles. We currently are not dumping milk yet. Friday is our first day to start dumping milk. And we've had more conversations about things you would never think dairy farmers would have to talk about more than that. And I think people are trying to be very, very positive and help the dairy industry as much as they can, and keep that positive face is hard, and we need it. But I know deep down a lot of people are scared, especially the small dairies. How are things going to be done in 3 to 5 months? Are they still going to be in business? And that's what I hope, because we are one of those dairy farms that we feel okay, but you never know what's going to change. And having the community and having people understand what dairy farms do and what we produce for everyone, that's what needs to be heard from everyone. Having their support and having them understand that it's not, we are heroes to many people. And you hear that in the medical field right now, is that they are heroes and they're essential, and dairy farmers are just right there with you.
Yeah, that's great, Karsen. Can you tell me a little bit? Have you had to change any of your operations? Have you had to maybe alter anything as far as schedules or slow anything down in the last few months or anything like that?
So for us, because I was coming home, we were ramping up production because we have 3 families on the farm. And so in the next few months, we have 40 to 45 heifers that are due in the next 2 months. And we have to dump 20% of our milk. And so with that being said, we've been culling and drying up cows where we can and cutting back on feed costs, milk replacer costs. So routine wise has not changed, but what cows we keep, what cows we dry up, what cows are doing what we want them to do, are being a lot more talked about in the house and in the farm than ever before. Thinking about, do we get rid of some of our heifers for a while and just deal with the problem itself with cows and cutting back on heifer feed? But that's hard to do as well, because with myself coming home, when this is all over, we have to start all over again if we do that. So routine wise has not changed. We still get up, we still milk our cows, we still care for our cows and look for their best interest. But just conversations in general just have changed a little bit.
What would you like people who aren't on the farm, who aren't in agriculture here in the area, what would you like people to know about farmers and about agriculture, Karsen?
I would want consumers to know that we do what we do because we love it. It's our way of life, and we want consumers to know that we care for our cows, and we want them to ask us as farmers as much questions, as many things that they want to know, because we're the ones doing it. We're the ones getting up every morning, and we see what's going on around here in our communities, and buying local Wisconsin cheese, milk, everything is going to help us in the long run. That when you go to the grocery store, look for the 55 in the milk, and look for the Wisconsin made cheeses and yogurts and everything. That's going to help us when this is all over, hopefully soon.
Well, thank you, Karsen. I really appreciate your time, and I know you're doing great work, and all the families there, and we really appreciate everything that you do, and I'm really proud that you're a Southwest Tech Charger. So thank you, Karsen.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity to get my word out.
Absolutely. So that was Karsen Haag, a 2015 graduate from Southwest Tech, and we will see you again here on Chargers Chat.